All right. The table's clear. I finished going through. So today I'm patting myself on the back because I finished going through the rest of those 30 boxes of books that used to be here. Wait, they used to be here. So none of them are left. These are empty boxes. I still have to go through that, which was a separate donation. That's fine. And then I put all of my audiobooks here because I've decided to put them in my dollar sale and see what happens. I don't expect much from it. I might end up tossing them or seeing if it's even worth it to sell them in a giant lot on eBay. Because I just hardly anybody even looks at the audiobooks. So anyway, side note. So I finished it though, which was awesome. I had 9, 8. I mean, I probably went through 20 boxes today. That's my guesstimate. It's around there, 18, 20 boxes. Finished it off. I was really determined to do it. Today is Memorial Day. It's the end of the day. I'm here later than I meant to be, but I really wanted to finish, and I found a bunch of books. So a bunch more books. I was more picky about what I was selecting for my bookstores, and also for the dollar sale. So all of these here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes, all of these right here, the white bankers boxes are full of books that are going to the dollar sale. And I really only put stuff in there that seemed like, based on the data I saw from Amazon, scanning them on Amazon and or on eBay, depending on what the book is, that it would make sense to put it in the dollar sale. We'll see if I was right. And then I added more, this whole stack here is all stuff that's going into my store where I am now, into my book and media store. So it was good that I found a good amount between all of those end result destinations. And then this box is what I found for reselling on eBay. A tiny book lot here. This is a yearbook. Yes, sell yearbooks. I've sold quite a few of them. Sandra Brown, 18 Sandra Brown books. And then this is a Disney lot. It's like 24 little booklets, mini books that sells on eBay. These are all individual books. 3 of them are older. Well, they're all older, but this is Think and Grow Rich, but it's the 1966 paperback copy. So I found a few individual and items and lots I can sell on eBay, but not a ton. Not anywhere near compared to the 20 boxes of books that I got, but that's fine. All right. I just remembered. I have that box covered. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I completely forgot that I still have this box of dusty DVDs to go through. As you can see, there's the Disney Treasures. I don't know if there's anything in there that's really good. I'm not going to dive into it right now, but just wanted to tease you with that. And if I find anything great, or just in general, I'll let you know what I found. But I still have to go through that. I totally forgot because I had put it under some empty boxes. Anyway, so that's going to happen tomorrow for sure. If I don't get to listing these tonight or today, which I might not, we'll see. I'll list them tomorrow here, excuse me, and then finish going through that, or go through that box. And then I have that other plastic case of books that was donated from a neighbor, the green one there. Anyway, so I forgot what I was talking about, but I found a decent amount, was picky, found some stuff for eBay. And I also, I'm going to probably, unless something else, happens in regards to Whatnot, it's probably the last time I'm going to be talking about it. Because I've been talking about it lately, but it's also just gets in my head, and I want to do some more research and whatnot. And I'm hearing different things. I tuned in some more shows today, Memorial Day shows, and it really was more of what I expected. A lot of just putting, and not just books, right? It wasn't just books. I also looked at some movie shows, like DVDs and that kind of stuff. And I understand it was earlier in the day, so maybe right now, if I go on Whatnot, I guarantee there's way more shows happening, and great. Maybe there's more shows, more viewers, more sales. But regardless, I really see Whatnot as not an option for me. Number one, I don't want to learn it, really, really, really learn it. I don't want to actually do the shows. I'd rather have someone else do them for me, and I could possibly do that. But even despite that, I would still have to be the one finding the inventory, at least somewhat organizing it to create a show, because it really only makes sense to do same with eBay. It only makes sense to have a a show, let's say, of books that are the similar or exact same genre, spicy romance or whatever, right? Whatever it may be. And create those shows and, sci-fi, we're doing all Stephen King today or something like that. So that takes a lot of time. It's not, I wouldn't be going out looking for that for Whatnot shows. It would be more of like what I come across through donations, buys, trades, all that kind of stuff. And so it's a lot of preparation. Also, like I said in my previous video, if I would rather spend the time like I did today going through large quantities of books and or media to look for the higher priced items that I can sell on eBay. And then the rest of the good stuff that goes for much less on eBay and or Amazon, I will put into my stores so that I can have quality items in my stores so people find good stuff at good prices. That's how I fill my store. I do put some higher priced items in my store as well, like vinyl records, but not like a $60 book, right? I would put that on eBay. So anyway, but you get my point. I would rather put the time into finding those higher price items for sale on eBay. So I list them. Some of them are going to sell quickly. Some of them take a little longer. Some of them are long tails, whatever it is. I'd rather just grow my store, my eBay store that way than try to sell something for much lower profit on Whatnot quickly. Even if I was only selling higher value items. I mean, if I have a book, even if I waited till the best time, I don't know, what's the best time to sell on Whatnot? 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m.? I don't know. Also, I'm not going to do a show later. I don't want to do the show anyway, but, me personally. But, even if I did it at the prime time and I had 50 people watching and I have a book that I can sell on eBay for $50, but I get, I don't know, $15 for it because 50 people is just not enough. And maybe I don't even get that. Maybe I only get $10. I'd rather wait for the sale on eBay and not have to hassle with doing a Whatnot show. That's just me. And also the other important thing for me personally is I would rather grow my local retail brick and mortar store and have better quality items in here and have more customers coming and spread the word or spread the, or tell people by word of mouth. And I think it's more important, not just to me personally, but to the community locally and to people that are into buying books and or media and are either collecting or just want to own some stuff and having the experience of coming somewhere, looking forward to coming somewhere, being around other like-minded people. I'd rather do that than sell on Whatnot, right? Whereas, what I'm selling on eBay, not really selling much on Amazon these days, but what I'm selling on eBay is more collectible, harder to find, more high-priced, rarer items, whether it's books or other media or DVDs or CDs or whatever it is. Or, of course, lots, as well. But as I've said before, I'd rather sell more in my store than online. But I know that there's a much, much larger and will always be a much larger audience on eBay for that rare book that I can sell for, $80, $100 than in my store. Someone walking in here and actually wanting that specific book. So anyway, I'm going to be done talking about Whatnot from now on, unless something else happens that, somehow piques my interest, but I just don't see it. Outside of the people that are selling things like the what do you call it? The collectible cards and, sneakers and I don't know, whatever the stuff is that's super popular that sort of started Whatnot, and made it popular. I understand now, books are getting better and records have always been good on there. Comic books, that's the other one, comic books. But really, if someone has a $5,000 comic book, are they going to put it on Whatnot? Or are they going to get $5,000 for it on eBay or somewhere else? Or, are they going to get instead $2,500 on Whatnot? I mean, you tell me. But anyway, that's where I am with it. I'll check in with you, not about Whatnot, but I'll check in with you tomorrow, let you know what's going on. Take care.